Good evening, everyone. Basically, it'll be good morning in about 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. Anyway, I had another wonderful day. Oh, yes, I did. I spent a day basically with my daughter, laughing like little kids. I tell you, it is amazing how life has changed so much for me that I am just living my best life. And you know what makes it even like more amazing? I barely have a dollar to scratch the surface of some things, but I am working an agenda right now. I'm doing some things. You might see a pile of stuff over there I'm sorting out. But over here, you'll see a whole bunch of socks. A whole bunch of socks, boys and girls. Yeah, socks, socks, socks. Let me share something with you. And then here I have a whole bunch of socks as well. And I'm working on some things. It is time for people to be doing some yard sales, some tables in front of their house, things of that nature. Am I hearing something? Okay, my phone. Oh, no, no, that car coming on the street. Anyway, if you have access to a wholesaler, please make sure it is a wholesaler and not a retailer. Socks might be good to get. Now, one of the reasons why I'm saying that is I had these socks for quite some time, waiting for this time of the year to come, in case I venture out. You can put that on my table. But I was inside of a group on Facebook a couple days ago, and people were saying what they weren't going to be spending money on. A lot of people are not buying food, but they are buying toilet paper and they're buying socks and stuff like that. So I made it clear I'm buying cleaning supplies and some damn laundry detergent because my rags going in that washing machine. I'm not spending a whole bunch of money to stack no toilet paper to the ceiling. That's gonna go flush down my toilet, but that's a whole different ball game. What I actually got yesterday was some more socks, of course, and I got some air fresheners for that hang up for the car. Those are basically like impulse shopping thing. So the price was just extra good. So it was no way to leave something like that, especially since I researched air fresheners and those ones, those types to be exact, hanging, and they are doing great right now. So people like the car to smell good. So not only that, I realized that that little tree that you put in your car, when the scent is gone, if you put some essential oil on it, you can repurpose it. So there go a money saving tip for you right there, in case you didn't know that you could do that. You could definitely do that. Get you some essential oil and put it right on your little thing and put it back in your car. So you could that could be a one time purchase and you can use it over and over. So I like money to spend like that. And so I have that. I'm actually looking for some air freshness inside of this home. I put them up somewhere, and I don't know if it's in here, and I'm just not seeing it. But it is what it is. The flea market for me is going to be the 17th of May. I'm not sure I'm going to be there, but I'm going to prepare myself anyway. If you have a front yard and you have traffic, cars go by, maybe you can put the little kids outside and let them have a table. You want to put a need on that table for right now. Uh, there's a lot of things that people want, and there's a lot of things people don't want. It could be a crafting item, it could be whatever, but you want to put a need up there. And if you ask me right now, socks are a need, socks and possibly underwear and stuff like that. So those things you want to put up there. If you can get to a wholesaler and you can get, say, dish detergent or laundry detergent, and it's cheaper than what you're going to find in the store, you may luck up on that too. If you buy any chance can get a few items on that table and they be a dollar and under a piece, you're going to reap what you sow. You may be thinking, oh, how am I supposed to do the dollar with everything going up? You would be amazed at what you can find of quality and name brand that you can put on your table for a dollar. But don't ask me because I'm not going to tell you. You got to fish a little bit for yourself. I'm not going to be struggling to make ends meet to just throw my stuff out the window. Walmart is not going to tell you, Amazon is not going to tell you, although you already know what Amazon's doing. Most of the Amazon sellers are Chinese, so Asian or whatever you want. I'm not being whatever you say. I'm just saying it's known. That's why there's a lot of people boycotting the site now, and a lot of people are boycotting spending. Period. So put something that you need or someone else needs on that table and ask people what they need. I'm going to ask tonight and in YouTube, if you're going to a yard sale, what are you actually looking for to purchase? And I looked in my closet. I pulled out some boxes in my closet today, and I have quite a few things to put on the table. But I don't want my table a junk table. I don't want a whole bunch of millions of this, and people going and looking and digging like roaches. You know, you go some places and people just got their hand and they just pulling out. I don't want that kind of event, that kind of crap going on at my table. So I'm gonna have my stuff. I got my socks sorted out in this bin and my socks sorted out in that bin. I'm gonna label the bin and I'm gonna have a decent setup. I don't like that I don't like that kind of stuff. First of all, you can't even keep track of what's going on. You can't function when you just throw everything up there and people just walking around just grabbing. I do remember I did a table one day and this Spanish lady said, she's loca. And I said, who? Who's crazy? And she said, who? And I said, I'm looking at her. And then she stopped from then. You know, you don't say things at a table. And that's only because of the fact that I asked her what she wanted to pay for an item. And she told me, and I said, okay. And then it was what she would never have gotten anywhere else. But if she knew my hustling grind, then she would understood why I was able to take gravy. I'm not going to the table looking for somebody to give me an astronomical amount of money just to say because I can get it. No, honey. One thing I know about Walmart was happy enough to take 10 cents and flip that 10 cents, and that's how he was able to make his millions. So I like Walmart. I like Walmart. So I ended up getting a message today, and my credit score went up 6 points. So I'm finally over 600 now. I was over 700, and I ended up when I returned the car, my score said boom in the toilet, but I never worried about it because I already knew my score was gonna go back up. I just ended up purchasing some socks, air fresheners, and some a doggy toy, and I'm hoping and praying that I can knock that bill off. That bill is going to extend past December, but I just made a payment, 11 payments, I think, today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 payments today, and each of those payments has another payment due coming up. So I put $1 and change extra on each of those payments, which will bring a little bit off of the interest for those payments. And hopefully, if I can make it to the flea market, then I'll have at least a whopping amount paid off. But when I say whopping, I don't mean like a couple of hundred, because there's no way I'm getting that at the flea market. There's just no. That's a trashy flea market, and I'm not being facetious, and I'm not being disrespectful or whatever. But if you look at what I be putting in the video for you to see, people get some of that stuff from the free box. People throw stuff and they go in there, and I see them digging it out and everything. But I'm not. Well, usually my stuff has tags on it. I'm not bringing that stuff to the table. I am looking so forward to this event here. If I can attend, my table is going to be so nice. I'm already going to go get my table either out of the car or the one from under the bed, put it up in here, situate my my table the way I'm going to have it out there. But my table's going to be so nice. But let me show you what I'm doing also. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was also talking to Coral at one point, and we were talking about and Tina. No, Tina. Yeah, Tina. We were talking about making packets of cards. So I've been making packets of cards, and I put 4 cards in each of these packets for $2. Now this one here, I put some glitter on it. You can probably see the glitter on it. And then this one here has just because and thank you. So I did that. I found this little holder. I don't know where I got this from. I believe it was a freebie of some kind. So I said it fits right in here. So I may take some of my pens and put my pens right here. But I just want a couple of these here, not too many, just a couple. And I made sure I put a little taggy up there, and to say that it was 4 cards in it. I was thinking of putting 6 cards in there, but I said no. This right here is just one of those impulse things that you put on a table. So I'm gonna finish doing that. I'm gonna try to stay within 2 to 3 designs so that people don't be rifling through and looking through and stuff like that. So some of them I added a little extra whatever to make it look different and stuff, and little gems and stuff. But those, this one here will be on the pole. So I need to get the table out possibly tonight or tomorrow in here and set up exactly as it's going to be put in my vehicle, so that I will know. But I need an umbrella. So what I'm thinking of, get an umbrella and tape it to the end of my table and sit under there, because where I want my table it's like prime real estate, but there's no shade. So I'm like, if I get an umbrella, I could put the umbrella to the edge of the table and sit myself there. But I also need something to get bees away, because bees are over there everywhere, and they're always around my legs and stuff. So I get a little scary because I'm scared of bees. But I'm gonna have to get the umbrella and then get some duct tape and just tape it to the table. And I think that's gonna work for me. I really do. So what I'm gonna do now is go and look for the table, and then some liners. Coral, I swear I love you so much. Today I have been grinding and making sure I had an envelope in all of these cards, and you are such an amazing person to get me to understand that the envelope's there. When I was doing the math today, you notice I didn't have to contact you for the math, girl. You know, I don't remember the math, girl. So when I was sitting down doing the math, I was doing the envelope, the liner, and everything. So now what I'm gonna do is get the liner, see what the price of the liner is, break it down inside of there. I also have this sheet that I printed out that says eBay Business Expense Tracker. So everything that I'm purchasing, I'm putting on this sheet right here. So when I have to file my taxes, I'm trying to do it all. I'm trying to do it all the right way. Now, I do need to ask a few questions, so I might have to beg a few minutes of your time. But I think I'm doing right. I think this time it's gonna be better for me, because I really and truly don't want any problems with IRS. Speaking of IRS, I owe them $50. Ooh, let me see if I can find that bill. I owe them $50. I think that bill is somewhere around here. Golly. I have to find that bill. Oh, shoot. I made sure I put it right here so I could pay it. And it's not here. But what is here is this beautiful card. I made it a couple days ago. To my dearest wife on Mother's Day. I love the flowers. Oh, I love the flowers. I had a time of positioning it and getting it all even and stuff. Something's wrong with this printer. This printer is over $300. The only reason why I still have it is because I locked up on some damn coupons when I got this daggone printer. But for some reason, sometimes it's printing lopsided. So I gotta, jimmy up the cutting and all that other stuff. And I'm getting sick and tired of that. And the reason why I also don't want to get rid of it is because it is a really good printer, but I want to be able to print harder, firmer paper. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But for right now, um, my paper that I'm printing on, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for right now, especially if I just want to, ask someone for a single dollar for the card. I guess I can live with that. But I don't want to get that paper I was getting before. I want to get only that paper right there. But I did find out there's a 95-pound cover paper, and I gotta investigate that paper, boys and girls. Y'all already know me, honey. That paper for me is like hair nails to somebody else, or makeup for somebody else. But anyway, make sure if you get any of these things, you get them from a wholesaler. I'm doing everything in my power not to grind anything that's coming from Temu, because people have this stain against Temu, not realizing that Temu has always been for retailers. And I don't know why some people are so, I say, ignorant, to where they don't understand that Temu was never for the public. It was only for retailers. And people that got a hold of it from the public now think that people are buying this stuff and then putting on this amount of, but it's not what they're putting on, it's how much they're putting on. That's the shame. But it's no different in Victoria's Secrets. You can go to Alibaba and find anything with pink right there, and it's not going to have the retail on top of it. And a lot of people are looking for that extra gravy from retail, and that's wrong, because if you do that and you can sleep at night, granted, you're going to make a lot of money, but at some point you're going to lose people, because some of that stuff, you don't have to put that much on it. I could not believe when someone said to me how proud they were to see how I felt when I earned 10 cents. You don't know how much it is to earn 10 cents and just flip it. Just imagine if you could do that with something that you really barely have any access to, and then you just luck up on something and you were able to get $5 or $6 profit from it. But see, for me, I'm not a retailer. I'm never going to be a retailer. Never. I'm a grinder, but I'm never going to be a retailer, because I can't sleep if what I call raping my customers. I can't sleep like that. I really truly can't. Now I gotta cover my fees and stuff like that. So on eBay, I'm covering all my fees, but I do have some cards listed basically free, because it's $1 on eBay, and I think eBay's fees are like 80 something cents. So it was just my kindness card that I put up there. So it is what it is. And sometimes I do things just to make me feel good. So if that's what it does for me, I'm going to continue doing it, and what I need to do for me to make me happy. So that's the end game. That's the end game. And so far, I'm very happy. When I finish this video. Oh! Wait, come on now. What did somebody do? Oh my God! I got a sale. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Okay, well, let's do this. Okay, now I don't feel like going to look for the card, so I'm gonna take the card out of this bag right here. Wow! Yes! Because I don't feel like looking for that card. But the good thing is I can put it back in this bag right here. Okay, well, I got the card. See? That's how nice it is. Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay, let's print out this. Let's print out this shipping label. And you may think I'm crazy to be printing out a shipping label, but that's the only way that person's going to get traffic. That's the only way. Not traffic, tracking. Oh, and I love the fact that my mailbox is right here in this building. So I'm gonna print out this shipping label. Oh, I'm so happy. I love eBay. Love it. Okay, let me see how many she chose. Okay, only one. Now I gotta pause this video because I can't remember how to do this tracking. I ended up buying 2 trackings for the last thing I printed. This one's going to Illinois. Okay. Now that my customer's card is all ready, I'm gonna show you I am so sick and tired. Okay. Now I just put, see, this is why I need a secretary. I just moved something. Just moved something. Just right here. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't drop. Don't drop. Don't drop. Okay, you dropped. Now, I always like to give a freebie every now and then. So I purchased stainless steel earrings because they're non-allergic. And then I have my little bag. Although I have a smaller bag than this. I dropped my little freebie in there. There's my earrings. My little sticker. I like to try to separate them the best I can. And if I get it in there good enough, it will stay separated inside of the bag. Now, I know y'all know I lost my daggone pen. Oh boy. I had that pen floating around. I can't find my pen and I need it. Now here's my printing, my label. You want to get as much paper off your label as possible. You wouldn't believe every ounce that you put on that scale. Every ounce is accounted for. You believe me. You believe me when I tell you. Now I got a little piece left over there. I'm getting that off too. On both sides. On both sides. And the reason why I have to do that is because I'm putting in earrings. Here's my envelope. That's my envelope right there. That's the front of my envelope. That's the back of my envelope. So now I'm going to trim off the edge, the white there and the white there. Every little bit that you can take off your envelope will be better for you. my card. I open it up and I stick the earring on the inside and I seal it back. And then I put this in here to measure it down like that. Then I fold it in, and this layer right here goes inside, and usually the decoration I put on that side there or on this side, but see this envelope is a little larger, so now I have to open it up just a little bit more. And I put the face perfect. Just like that. And that's my face there on my envelope. But I like to put it inside there, like that. And then I take my little tape. And I just make sure I seal down my edges. I have a few different envelopes that I use, and I printed all of them on my own paper. And then there's a little piece left right there. And that's my envelope, and that's my back. Now I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to glue it right there. See? I love it. Now, although I put the shipping there, because I put earrings in there, I'm going to put an extra stamp on it, like that. And then I take a picture of it going into the mailbox. And then I come back upstairs and I send the picture to my buyer. Thank you so much for watching my video, and let me go put this in the mailbox.